Hello students, in this video we are going to discuss about the horizontal range and velocity of projectile at any time for the horizontal projectile. In our previous video we have discussed about the path of projectile and the time of flight. I am writing the result of those one. The path was given by y is equals to kx square, which is the equation of parabola, and t is the total time of flight, means for how long duration it was in the air. It is given by 2h by g, where this one oy is representing the height h. Okay, so let's start the horizontal range. In previous video I talk about this relation. This is the equation of motion in x-axis. It will give the displacement traveled in the horizontal direction. X is equals to x naught plus uxt plus half axt square. Okay, so we want to find the horizontal range. Initially, what is the horizontal range? Horizontal means along x-axis. Range is representing some distance. Okay, so this thing is from the starting origin, and when it is touching the ground, during this it is in the air, so it is not touching the ground in this meanwhile. Here this is representing this thing, is representing the horizontal range. It is a distance along I-axis, means a horizontal projectile is crossing how much horizontal distance during its flight is known as horizontal range. So x naught is equals to 0. Initially we are saying it is at origin, it has not traveled any displacement along the x-axis. Okay, ux is u, we are throwing the projectile with initial velocity u, and ax is equals to 0. Students, remember this thing. Try to understand the concept. Ay is equals to g and ax is equals to 0. Ay is the acceleration along y-axis and ax is the acceleration in x direction. You are throwing the object along x direction with constant velocity, and if no change in the velocity, so no acceleration will be there, and the velocity is changing during this path. That's why ay is there, and that is acceleration due to gravity, which is same for each and every point of the trajectory of projectile. And horizontal range, this distance will covered by the object in total time t. Now t was the time of flight, because we cannot say this distance is r, this distance is r, or this one. This complete is representing the r, and this distance will traveled by in the time of flight, which we have calculated in our previous video. So using this results, x is equals to, x will be r na, how much x distance, final displacement, x will represent the final displacement, and that is our horizontal range. So r is equals to 0 plus ut plus half 0 t square. So we left with r is equals to ut. U will remain same, and t we are going to put its value 2h by g as we have calculated in our previous video. So r is equals to u 2h by g. In conceptual question, it may be asked that on what factors r is depending. And then from the formula, it is very clear that it is depending on the initial velocity. If the initial velocity is high, you are throwing an object with high velocity, of course it is going to travel the more distance. The horizontal range will be more. They are directly proportional to each other. Same is the role of height. From which height you are throwing it, it also depend on this, with the power h to the power 1 by 2, because under root is there, g is constant, 2 is constant. So I hope this horizontal range is also clear to you. Next is our velocity of the projectile at any instant. We are saying the parabola path is there. The trajectory of projectile is parabola. At any point, if you want to find out its velocity, this velocity will be given by tangent drawn to the curve. This is the tangent. This will give us the value of velocity at any point. Okay, and this velocity will have two components: horizontal, that is Vx, vertical, that is Vy. Again, this is Vx and this is Vy. We know V is equals to u plus at we talk about the vertical motion, so it will be Vy is equals to Uy plus Ayt. Okay, similarly I can write it for x-axis. Vx will be equals to Ux plus Axt. This equation you know very well, equation of motion. V is the final velocity, U is the initial velocity, A is the acceleration, T is the time taken. If you are calculated here, then this much time you will take. Okay, if you are calculated here, then this much time. How much time it is taking to come here? This will be taken. That's why this is velocity of projectile at any instant at that particular time. Okay, so there V will be the velocity and U is the initial velocity. And we know the object we are throwing, it is along the horizontal direction. So U is the horizontal velocity. So Ux is equals to U, and as it is constant, so Ax will be 0. And Uy is equals to 0 because we didn't throw the object in vertical direction. So Uy is equals to 0, but Ay is equals to plus G. So putting these values here, Vy, Uy is 0, Ay is Gt. So Vy is equals to Gt. Now Vx, it equals to Ux is U, acceleration is 0. So Vx is equals to U. Finally, we get Vx and Vy. This is the V resultant. At any point, if you want to find out the velocity, it will be given by tangent to the curve, to the path along which the object is moving. So this is V. It is having two components, Vx and Vy. Vx along the horizontal direction and Vy along the vertical direction. Now the resultant V will be given by, you know the result of the vectors, Vx square plus Vy square plus 2Vx Vy cos theta. Theta between the Vx and Vy. And from diagram it is clear that the angle between Vx and Vy is 90 degree. This angle. Okay, so theta is equals to 90 degree and cos 90 degree is equals to 0. So putting its value here, V is equals to Vx square plus Vy square, because this term will be 0 because of this theta. You can see now, Vx is the velocity along x-axis, Vy is the velocity along y-axis, and x and y are perpendicular to each other. So theta between these two is 90 and cos 90 is equals to 0. So V is equals to Vx square plus Vy square, and we have calculated the value of Vx and Vy. So V is equals to U square plus G square T square. This one will be the velocity at any instant. Suppose someone is asking ki what will be the velocity after 3 seconds. You will put t is equals to 3 seconds and u's value will be of course given to you. If it is asking about that in this motion after 7 seconds, so you are going to put t is equals to 7 seconds. So this will give you the velocity at any particular time about which someone is asking. Okay, now what about its direction? I told you that the direction is given by tangent beta. This thing also we have discussed in the vectors, and it will be given by tangent theta is always perpendicular or base. So it will be Vy upon Vx. So it will be Gt by U, and beta will given by tangent inverse Gt by U. When we were doing the vectors topic, I told you about this result and this direction. So always remember these results. Okay, they are going to help you. Tangent beta will always give you the direction, and this is the we are discussing this thing like this. R is equals to A square plus B square plus 2AB cos theta, where A and B were the two vectors. Okay, here are the two vectors Vx and Vy. So same result we are using here, and we have calculated the velocity. So here our horizontal projectile is finished. We have discussed 4 things: path of projectile, time of flight, horizontal range, and velocity of projectile at any instant. If you face any doubt, then you can ask me anytime. Thank you for attending the class.